realistically, they did some testing. They run because they I guess let me just slow it down a little bit. So for people who don't know, if you didn't see the episode, because I do know the Shy right now is like one of those things is feel like it's pulling teeth to watch, because some people like, you're really not forcing yourself or you're not into it, you may be skipping it. So of course, last week we talked about Keisha, son was being sick. Her and Emmett went to the hospital to take the son, to get blood work to see what was going on with him. And the doctor had to run some tests, but they needed to get, blood work from both parents. So they did it. So she, whatever DNA, I'm sure whatever the clothes that she had, she still had DNA on those clothes when she murdered them for kidnapping her or whatever the case may be. So of course they got the blood work ran. They did both tests, and they did tests for sickle cell. So for people who don't know, I guess the only celebrity that I can kind of tie that to is Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He had sickle cell. He did eventually pass away from sickle cell. So that would be the only person that's the only person that I kind of know that, like, especially celebrity wise, that I know that had it. So when I even said he had it, that was the first thing that I thought about, like, oh, that's how Prodigy from Mobb Deep passed away. And that's kind of even just when, realistically, for a lot of people, they don't. He lived a long life compared to, of course, this is a baby. So, if you comparing the two, he still got a lot of life to live. But she started to cry instantly because she was like, basically, ain't this a death sentence for my kid? And I'm sure 9 times out of 10 in the back of her head, what's going on is like, dang, I had the option that I didn't even have to bring this baby into the world. And that's her before her even knowing that the kidnapper wasn't the father. So I'm sure that was going through in her mind, like, that I did this to my kid because I didn't have to sit here and bring this kid in the world. So to speed it up a little bit, of course, after they ran the test, whatever case may be, figured out, oh, the kidnapper wasn't the father. So with all that being said, they did a test, and then it was Nook. And realistically, he was kind of off the, like, because he still got that love for Keisha. He's like, bro, I don't even need no blood test. But Emmett wanted her to take the blood test. And just to confirm it, whatever the case may be. So Nook asked Keisha, what you want to do? I don't care what he's talking about, what you want to do. And then she was like, yeah, let's just get the blood work just so everybody can, sleep peacefully and kind of know what's going on. So I do want to give you a shout out for sitting here calling that last week, because I just like, it's no way that could have been it. So for the fact that is what it was just like, dang. So the only reason why I'm bringing this in so early, because I just kind of like, I feel like the regular human being conversation that we can have is kind of like, what would you do if you was Emmett? Because realistically, just even for a backstory for people who don't watch The Shy, towards the end of the last couple episodes of last year's season of The Shy, Keisha and Nook kind of start to flirt with each other. They had, like, I think they had a housewarming party, and they kind of was like rekindling old conversations, like a lot of exes sometimes where you have just an abrupt breakup, or y'all kind of just stop communicating, and you have untied situations. Like, you need that piece of closure, and they were trying to give each other that closure, but you can still see it was a lot of love and emotion still going there. So with that being said, now coming in to find out that he's the father of that kid, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Emmett is a better man than me, because that one just is almost like that. This storyline is just almost set up for him to fail. For not this one, it's no way in hell I can see this relationship working, because for one reason, Nook can be a provider and he could be a protector. So that's two things that Keisha is looking for, and Emmett cannot right now at this moment provide. Like, she know for a fact if it was a life or death situation, Emmett ain't gonna be able to sit here and save her. And 9 times out of 10, she feel like Nook can. So I just feel like he got the one up on him now, and they actually got a kid together, and they still realistically, their relationship stopped because she went through a traumatic thing, and she didn't even give him a chance to kind of, like, fix that up, like she gave the little dude who came to her first job that she was dealing with, or run into Emmett. Like, she never ran to him. Like, she already kind of started, like, that stuff happened to her. She moved on with her life and never really reopened that door with Nook until they had the housewarming. So I guess both of y'all are parents. So just me personally, just somebody who don't got kids watching that for Emmett, I just felt bad for him. I'm like, bro, there's no way you can win this fight, dog. It's a dub for you.
But it kind of, Emmett they both have kids without each other. So
yeah, but this one is a little bit different, because now you're talking about both of them have kids. Well, she only got this one kid. So now this one kid has a active parent, where, dog, Emmett, there ain't no other women in Emmett's life right now.
But Emmett don't always have the child. It would be the same role as him picking his sons up, Nuck coming to pick his son up. It wouldn't be no different.
So my question,
might feel some type of way because he knows that Nuck probably still likes her. So he might be insecure that way, but why would you leave?
Because I feel like that you ain't gonna be able to, dog. That he still like her, so realistically now he kind of got the one up. He still like her, and she still. I don't know if he know that, but we know that she still kind of got some feelings for him.
But we married.
Y'all not married.
They're not married. I mean, they just been together for a long time. They not married.
Remember just on the last episode when he introduced the brother, and he was just and he tried to introduce himself and thought Emmett and Keisha was already married, and they're not.
I thought they were too.
No, they ain't married. They just but that's what the mother said, and that's remember when his mother said that to her. I mean, in that episode, she was just like, you can't be mad at him because most people y'all in here playing the house basically. Y'all live together and there's kids in here. Most people would think y'all was married. So when the mother said that to Emmett when he was trying to like get mad at his brother for that, so it was kind of like, all right. So I just think realistically opening that door, it's just that's a vicious door that I don't necessarily know most men can swim in.
It'll benefit Emmett because like the beef between him and Duda, he not gonna let him take it. But so far, Nuck isn't.
But why not? Because
I think that even though he still like her, she might not want nothing to do with him, but she don't like him like that. So out of respect and love for her, I'm gonna make sure that your dude is good.
I don't know. I don't think so. I honestly think because realistically, the end for him would be if let's just say God forbid if something happened to Emmett, Keisha and Emmett don't have no real connection. That's it. They just got each other. They love each other. So if something happened to him, them kids go away, and it's just me and you and my kid. So now if I really want to play a shiesty, I can get rid of you, and me and you got more. I can get rid of Emmett, and now there's no connection to Emmett for you because those, like y'all said, they don't have kids together.
It's still a connection, though.
What's the connection?
Y'all together in a relationship.
Yeah, but cool. If he was to pass away or he was to go to jail, what is the connection?
If who was Emmett was?
Yeah, if Emmett was.
Just the love that they. I mean,
yeah, they still like it ain't like they don't love. That's why I said I thought they was married.
And it is kind of. I don't see Emmett sticking around. I don't really see him.
It's not because
you feel like he would leave before her.
Yeah, you could just tell by his face that
right. But he's leaving. He would leave off of ego, right? Because he
no, it's not. I don't necessarily want to say it's ego. I just think realistically, you can see that it ain't no like. Bro, that's a man. This dude, he want to be a father though. You seen that? You seen the facial expression on him? He was just super excited. He was happy. Like, nah, that excitement in Nook face was just like you can't. I don't know though. That's gonna be that's gonna be a huge hill for you to have to climb.
But that's what I'm saying. So you wanting to be a father, that's fine. But me and her have a relationship. So that's when I'm that's why I say when I say the ego is just like, are you gonna be in your feelings because all right, damn, I do know it is something between y'all. Because if you just there being a father, then why would I have an issue?
Because he know for Nuck, it's more than being a father. Like he came and got the baby, he bought the baby a gift, and he bought Keisha a gift. I'm quite for sure Emmett don't do that.
Exactly.
So that ego.
That ain't no ego. You keep saying it's an ego. It's not an ego thing because it's just realistically you're going to be fighting a fight that you damn near cannot win. Especially not with the way your life is right now. His life does not allow him to be able to compete for a woman's heart because though he's still playing behind the 8 ball in real life stuff. This minus Keisha, like him trying to get Smokies back together and all that. Like that's some realistically sad to say that should be at the forefront of what's going on in his brain instead of I'm trying to keep Keisha happy. Where it's like that sound crazy, but realistically, if you're actually a business person and your business is kind of going downhill, you should be more focused on your business. Where Nook has the advantage where like, I can be a full-time dad. And you got to think about it. That's one of the complaints that Keisha has consistently is like, I always got these kids or whatever the case may be. I don't never get a break. No, guess what happens? Voila, here goes her break.
But okay, then my question is, if he wasn't with her, do you think he'd still be in the same situation? Because a lot of stuff that he did was because for her, right? For his love for her, to try and show that he loved her. Getting in bed with Duda and all that, right?
Yeah, I don't want to put the blame on her. I think that was just him. That's just a dude being a dude where you're trying to go above and beyond and find maybe a faster way to be able to provide a lifestyle that your girl kind of complaining for. And I mean, that was one of the blow-ups that they had. I mean, when they talked about it, what was that? Maybe episode 1 or 2 of this season. So, I mean, like I said, I just don't want to watching that just seemed to me like, I looked at his facial expression. I looked at Nook's facial expression when that little boy ran to his arms, daddy, and gave him a hug and all that. Like, bro, you imagine you've been playing dad to this little boy for like, let's say the last 2 years. And now here comes the real father who got history with the baby moms. Like, yeah, I just don't. That's a tough one. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a huge, it's a difference. Like, it's easy to go against, to compete for that love with your girl when she hates her baby father. But it ain't no hate or no animosity right there. It's a clean slate.
It don't have to be hate. It could just be y'all just ended on good terms. It's no, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It don't have to be like, oh, I'm still in love with you. You could still be cool with your baby father or your baby mother and not want to be with them. It just didn't work. It doesn't always have to turn out into a sexual thing when it comes to baby mother, baby father. You can, but as a like, I guess as a dude or even as a female, you could tell if it's something there. And now if it's nothing there, then
so you think just this season will end clean? And
no, I don't think Emmett's going to stay.
Okay, all right.
I don't think he's going to stay. He's
So
not going to be able to handle it because I think Nuck is going to keep making him feel uncomfortable to the point where he's not going to be able to deal with it.
Making him feel uncomfortable where I can take Keisha from you.
Yeah,
and I could be a better provider
and a protector.
And those are things that Keisha has complained about. So those things matter to her. So it's not like, oh yeah, it just don't matter to me. Like, she's been complaining. Like that stuff realistically matters to her. So for that to matter to her, you're gonna have to kind of find a way to step up, dog. And I just don't see him. Me personally, I can't see him stepping up. Not with all the other stuff that he got really going on right now. Like, he just got too much.